Next thing we'll move on, next fantasy football thing, Dave, is Cam Newton. Talking about a little Cam Newton because Week 13 is abound. It is playoff time. Like you had mentioned, Danny Dimes is down. You've got the big one. If you've got Teddy Bridgewater as your quarterback, if you've got Tom Brady as your quarterback, both those two guys don't have games this week because they're on the bye. If you got maybe like a Derek Carr, you're thinking, yeah, they're playing the Jets, but the Raiders have been kind of a stinker as of late. They should be able to beat the Jets, people. Don't overreact to that.
Hey, are you giving the Jets a win right now?
No, I'm not giving the Jets a win. They're going to go 0-16 until they prove me otherwise. But Cam Newton, he's one going up against the Chargers. There's a couple people looking out there, Dave, saying, you know what, I may need a quarterback. Tom Brady may be my guy, but he ain't playing against the Chargers this week, a team that might play the Patriots close, but is a team that loves to give up points, loves to give games away, loves to be miscoached out there with coaches making boneheaded decisions out there.
Perhaps they lost a couple games because of coaching decisions.
Could this be a game where we get Cam Newton, where he had 18 against the Bills, 24 against the Jets, 16 against Baltimore, 19 against Houston? Will we see that Cam, or will we see 4-point Cam that we saw against Arizona?
See, I think Cam is pretty unpredictable.
You don't say.
I don't take him.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Cam this week. He could be great. He could be awful. He could be, somewhere in the middle. But I don't have enough confidence. If you have Carr, Jets, if you play whoever's playing the Jets, it's a dumb moment for me. But there's a lot of guys I would take over him. If you're in a 14-person league, I guess. If you're up to 14, then yes, Cam's a start. But 10, no, 12. I don't know if they're two teams out. Close.
Dave, there's a guy that I will say this. Yeah. Cam Newton, if you absolutely have to take him, let's say he's one of the best on the board. Let's say your choices are pretty much, I'll look at the MVP league and we'll use it as a case study. Right now in the MVP league, if you're looking for a quarterback, your top choices are Jared Goff against Arizona, Mitchell Trubisky against the Detroit Lions, Phillip Rivers against Houston, Matt Ryan against the Saints, and then Cam Newton at number 5. If those are your choices, I would think about Mitch for a second, but then go, nah, I can't have Mitch on my team. I would then think Phillip Rivers for a second, but then I would go, you know what? Phillip Rivers is prone to the common mistake every now and then. Matt Ryan could be a good play, but you know what? Are we going to see that same Falcon offense we saw against the Raiders, or are they going to put up 9 points? I think it was 6 or 9 points last time the Saints played them. I would play Cam Newton in that situation if I was listing off the guys that I had that were available. Goff, Trubisky, Rivers, Ryan, and then Newton, because the Chargers team, Air Bear's going to fucking air it out. Cam Newton, I think, will match him. This will be a game that comes down to the line. We'll see if the Chargers can actually win it, and Cam Newton might sneak a win out there and have some good throwing touchdowns, maybe a rushing touchdown. But there's one guy, Dave, one single guy that I would take over Cam Newton this week, and I am taking him over Cam Newton. He's only rostered on 45% of teams. He's only starting in 25%. I have not been a staunch fan of him this year. I have bashed him quite a lot as a Vikings fan. Do you like that? Kirk Cousins. I take Kirk Cousins. I do like that against the Jaguars. I take him against Jacksonville before I take Cam over the Chargers. Or Cam against the Chargers.
Ricky, you know what I wanted to ask you?
Go ahead, hit me.
If I got you the Pat McAfee Show's t-shirt, if I die, I die, would you wear it?
Yes.
It's a great shirt, by the way.
What does it look like? Do I have to look this up to see that it fucking like...
Yeah, I'll shoot you a link if you don't want it now. But,
if I die, I die?
It's your boy Kirk, and it's him saying the thing.
Can I say one thing about Kirk, by the way?
Yeah.
Because I watched... He did an interview with Pardon My Take. He did an interview with the Pat McAfee Show not too long ago.
Yeah, he had a great interview.
I will say, I rag on the guy for his football playing, but he is the nicest guy. And it's like, after you hear him talk and hear him in an interview, you're like, how can I hate you? How can I bash your? Oh, that's right, because you haven't been playing up to the value of that contract. But like, I hear him talking, I go, you're a nice guy. You make me feel bad for spewing so much hate out of my dumb fucking purple mouth. What?
Yeah. The vitriol.
Yeah, the vitriol. But yeah, I would wear it.
I shot you the shirt
on Discord.
Yeah, it's Cousins. You got some purple boxing gloves and wearing his helmet.
Yeah, let's see.
If I die, I die.
If I die, I die. Oh, they're going for a Rocky thing.
Yes. Well, he said it.
Yeah, I know he said it, but
yeah, they want Rocky with it.
Yeah, I'd fucking wear it. I'd wear that. If I die, I die. I'd wear it. You know what other shirt? Speaking of, you brought up shirts before we get into the next one. You know what shirt I have to get, Dave? And oh, by the way, AEW spoilers. So fucking mute until I put up the peace sign if you don't want AEW spoiled. 3, 2, 1.
It's been 3 days and it was like the number one thing on YouTube.
Just in case someone hasn't, I got to get a Stinger shirt.
Spoiler friendly. You and Soapy were like protecting spoilers from shit from like a year ago. I was like, no one cares.
I mean, a couple days. Like, yeah, I'll give you till the weekend. Some people might have a hectic work week, Dave.
It's back. That's on you.
Some might have a hectic work week.
It's back, and if you don't know, it's on you for not paying attention.
I ain't gonna spoil that, but yeah, I gotta get that Sting T-shirt. Like, I find it funny that Orange Cassidy, they said the leading T-shirt all of 2020. Sting breaks it in one day. Sting breaks it in one day. It almost reminds me of like a fucking hockey logo. Where like the crossed bats and the Sting logo. I'll put up the peace sign so for people who might have muted it, who didn't want it spoiled. But yeah, I take Kirk Cousins over Cam Newton because Cam Newton and the Chargers, I think he will have a good game. I like the matchup with Kirk and the Jaguars better.
Kirk 100%, yeah. He's like we just said, Thielen's coming back. Justin Jefferson looking good. Cook is okay. You got all your weapons.
I'm telling you, Dave, here's a sneaky one I'm going to throw in here right at the end. Half joking, half not. If for some reason Lamar Jackson's a no-go for Tuesday, you know who you go with, Dave?
Go ahead and sing the song. You
go with the GOAT, Trace McSorley, baby. You got to go with the kid out of Briarwoods. Got to go with Trace McSorley. But yeah, Lamar Jackson should be a go this weekend. I saw it, and only because it's like, he's the seventh best quarterback on our free agent list for the MVP league. So hey, he's available if you want to pick him up.